Hey, what's happening to my rideshare road warriors? This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. In this video, we're going to talk about driving when you really don't feel like it. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to my rideshare road warriors. This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about just getting it done when you really don't feel like getting it done. There are plenty of times where I don't feel like driving. You know, I really don't know. I'm pretty sure if you're a human being, there are times when you just don't feel like getting into the car and driving your car around and picking up people and dealing with everything that has to do with that. But you have to look at your big picture, and you have to revisit your why and know why you're doing this rideshare business. Why are you in the rideshare business? I mean, today I had to look at and this is something that really just kind of brought some perspective back to me. And I'm going to get to that part in just a moment. Just one particular passenger I picked up, and it wasn't even a rideshare passenger. But I'll explain that in just a moment. So I got up today, and I got up early in the morning, and I know I was out of the house by shortly after 4 o'clock. I went to one of my honey spots, and it took a little while, but I got a ride, and it was a pretty good ride. It wound up being like a $53 ride, and the lady tipped me about $19. So, the ride wound up being like $70+ I had a ride cancellation before that I got paid on, maybe like $4 and some change on XL. And that first ride was an XL as well. And what I decided to do was come out to the Buckhead area later on after I did that first airport run and see if I could get some surge. Uber app was tripping. It wasn't showing me surge, but it was showing my buddies the surge. I'm like, wasn't really happy about that. And but I was still in a good mood, and I kind of waited, and I wound up getting a Lyft ride. And so I got a Lyft XL ride to the airport. 5 ladies, a lot of luggage, but we made it happen. And they didn't tip. Not a big deal. It's just really interesting sometimes. People, you got to know that some people are not going to tip. And so, on the way back, one of my buddies, she hit me up and she asked me to do like a medical transport ride, and I took care of that. And on that medical transport ride, I was talking to the gentleman. He revealed to me that he was 85 years old, and that his wife had just passed away like last month, and they had been married for like 51 years. And I don't know. I mean, and I was taking this guy to a dialysis appointment, and my grandmother, I remember her going through dialysis when I was a young man. I might have been a teenager. I think I was a teenager still, but I was old enough to drive, and I remember taking my grandmother to her dialysis appointments. And she was nowhere near 85. She was nowhere near 85 years old. She may have been in her 50s or late 40s or something like that. And I just remember that, And so, this gentleman was, when you think about it, if you've been married to someone for 51 years, and I know you're probably like, what does this have to do with rideshare? It has to do with just like being grateful, really, for what you have access to. And not griping all the time about things, sweating the small stuff. There's a book out called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. We get so up in arms about little bitty things, and I'm just thinking about, this gentleman, like he lost his mate of 51 years. Like, you have no idea what that's like. I have no concept of what that's like. I'm 48. This man was married longer than I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? And so, I took care of that ride, and the gentleman had a walker and everything, so it wasn't anything quick, and I agreed to come back and pick him up later, because it was my buddy asked me could I do a round trip, and I did. And in between all of that, different things happened, but my mood just kind of starts slipping, and I as I'm in here, kind of realizing that I'm a little dehydrated. I got some other things happening in my life too, and it's real easy to get pulled off by emotions, negative emotions, and they will cloud you from doing what you really have to do. And so we have to be stronger than that. We have to, once again, like I started off the video, we have to be in touch with our why. We got to know why we're out here doing what we're doing. We got to know why we're out here doing rideshare. Why are we doing that? Is it just for money? Is it to serve? Are you just wanting to meet people? Why are you doing rideshare? And are we using it correctly? Are we using it as a stepping stone to get to what we want to get to? So I just, like I said, I honestly, right now, it's I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably a little bit after 5. Yeah, it's a little bit after 5. It's about 5:30. I don't have the car on, and I'm on the camera, so I can't really see. And then my watch battery, I didn't charge my watch last night, y'all. I didn't charge the watch up. But it's all good. But I know, it's about 5:30. It's about to get dark here in Atlanta. And, I want to be done by like 8 at the latest. And that's I want to be done, for today. And I'm definitely going to go get hydrated. I'm going to be still for a minute after I turn this camera off and get in touch with, as Cat Williams says, my star player, which is my spirit. I'm not really trying to make this a religious or spiritual video. I'm just sharing with you guys some of the things I'm doing to stay focused on my why, and to stay focused on what the ultimate goal is out here as we're out here driving. And that's it, and there's nothing with being vulnerable with the people. You're not going to get a 10 tips to make the most money with Uber all the time. You're not going to get a video like that all the time from me. I just want you guys to know that, it's real out here, and we have to make sure that we're taking care of others, uplifting others, even other drivers, even the YouTubers or whatever. Some people will come on here and they'll portray like everything's rosy. Not everyone is willing to be vulnerable. I've seen Gio, his situation going on with him being deactivated by Uber, which is crazy. I've seen that, situation. He didn't have to share that with us. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Kimberly have some situations about, even like the Uber Comfort rides, and how people preferred quiet, and how it bothered her that the people wanted that type of action, and there are different things that affect us out here. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are focused on why. We have to remember why we are doing what we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Looks like I'm getting a call. And once again, this has been Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And this video has been a wrap. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. It's not the typical, video where I'm just, all in your face, but it's all about staying focused. Stay focused on your ultimate thing, or where you want to get to. Anything could get you down, anything can get you burned out, from doing this. But you got to stay focused. You got to know what your why is. And one of my whys, or one of my things that I have, is to make sure I'm committed to making a video. And my daughter has been helping me with that. She'll say, "Dad, did you make a video today?" So, but that's it. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Have a great day. Peace.